Rayanne, Kennedy, and Michael are nominated for eviction, but Owen holds the golden power veto. Will he use it? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 62 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Owen is the head of household. He nominated Rayanne and Kennedy for eviction, and Willy Wonka nominated Michael as the third nominee. But Owen also won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother OTEV Golden Power Veto competition. Will he use it? We'll find out shortly. But first, I have a lot to get to today. I mean, a lot. It was a very busy weekend, both in and outside of the Big Brother Cheesecake House. First of all, happy civic holiday to all you Canadians left in the cast, which would be Owen, Jenna, and I'm forgetting somebody, Brooke. She's going to kill me. Yeah, so it is a holiday today in Canada, and happy government day off. Civic holiday. I know. But hey, I'll take the day off. It's also August 1st. Cannot believe we've been doing this for 2 months. This season has flown by. Congratulations everybody on making it 2 months in Big Brother Cheesecake. That's very, very, very much job well done. And any other org or most other orgs would have been done by now. So well done to all 7 of you. I also wanted to wish Rayanne all the best. She's going through some medical stuff. I don't know if she's comfortable with me talking about it, but she's been having some medical issues. She's going to see a doctor today, and we all of us, both in and out of the house, wish her the best of luck. Okay, also happy birthday, belated birthday now, to Andrew from season 6, who, I don't even know how old he is. I think he's a little bit younger than me, so maybe 30-ish. But you look phenomenal, and he bought recently, if I lived in Brampton, by the way, I would never buy an expensive car. Well, I do live in Brampton, and I would never buy an expensive car. But he bought like a Corvette, Maserati, Bentley. He bought something expensive. I'm like, you didn't win the $600. How can you afford this? But yeah. So happy birthday, Andrew. And he mentioned in the alumni chat, he still finds Brazil very attractive. So he's going to have to fight Brazil's boyfriend when she moves up to Michigan and comes to visit Toronto. I have to admit, I've seen pictures of Brazil's boyfriend, and Andrew, you're hot, but you're no whatever his name is. Okay. So I was supposed to mention this on Friday's episode, I think, or Saturday, but Saturday was Extra Whip, and then Sunday was a Zoom comp, so I never got around to it. But when Michael was nominated for Willy Wonka, he was not a happy camper. So he wrote in the group chat, Andrew, great episode, but you are a mess. All of our love to Corey. And you know what, Willy Wonka? Fine, you want to play it that way? We can play it that way. Hide your face and put up the guy that's already been up there. I'm ready for the veto. Ooh, fighting words. Okay. So, let's see what else I have here. The OTEV competition yesterday was the worst OTEV performance of all time. Congratulations, Season 7. I thought it was Season 4, but Season 4 actually went to 5 rounds. And they didn't have any strikes either, and they managed to make it to 5 rounds. You guys had 2 strikes, and you only made it to round 4. Yeah, season 1 also only made it to round 4, but they only had 5 people. We did OTEV at Final 5, so they had one less person playing. So yeah, season 7 was the worst OTEV performance of all time. Now, in fairness, the questions were a little bit tricky, and when I used random.org, the 2 RJ ones came out really early, which I think a lot of people have forgotten about that. So yeah, I'll admit you had some tougher questions than maybe past seasons, but still, from a purely statistical standpoint, you are the worst. Okay, so I also, Jojo reminded me, I made a mistake when I was describing the Sapphire Power Veto. I said that in season 5, Brazil used it to have the veto used on her when Chantel did not use the veto. I had that completely wrong. That week was the week before the Quidditch thing happened where everything went crazy. So it was Jojo who won the veto. He wanted to use it to save Chantel. And Brazil, it was the last week she could have, which is why she used it, because it was going to go to waste anyway. So Brazil used the veto to reverse, the Sapphire Power Veto to reverse that, and that meant that Chantel stayed on the block. But Chantel, as we all know, ended up staying that week, and Curtis was evicted, and it led to a massive blow-up, and then a cunt-calling session on day 98. Okay, so yeah, so that's what happened. But it was still an effective Sapphire Power Veto use for Brazil. Okay. Also, happy 34th anniversary to Tom and his sucker of a wife, Cindy. She fell into that Venus flytrap, and now she's stuck with Tom going around Kelowna being like, wow, Cindy, you want to go to the Chinese restaurant there, Cindy? Oh, look, there's a car show. Maybe we can buy a car. Wow. But no, I'm very happy for them that they are still together 34 years later. Speaking of still together, only 2 years later, but I did have dinner at Red's with Tiffany and from season 1 and her boyfriend Ken, seen here. Hot cha-cha-cha. And I absolutely, the food was so good. I only took 2 pictures because as soon as it came, I just ate it all. But here are the 2 pictures. This is a mushroom truffle flatbread with a crispy Parmesan crust. It was absolute sex. This is a Mediterranean lamb burger with Caesar salad. Sorry to my vegetarian and vegan friends, but it was amazing. I love that place if you're ever in Toronto. There's one downtown Toronto, there's one in Mississauga at Square One, and there's one at Fallsview, Niagara Falls, overlooking the falls. And yeah, really, really, really good food. And some hot waiters. We had a waiter, he kind of looked like Simba from The Lion King, which I know you're going to think, huh? But if you were to actually see him, I was tempted to take a picture, but I was like, what am I going to say? You know, you look like Simba, let me take a picture. No, he had like a lion face, but it was like a sexy lion. Just, you believe me. Okay, ask Tiffany if you don't believe me. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Oh, really quickly, the pulse. Thank you, Curtis. He managed to get in touch with Renmal from season 1, who is indeed alive. Curtis said, "You alive, bro?" And he said, "Yo, did I die? What's happening?" Happy belated, by the way. So yeah, he is still alive. So congratulations, Renmal. You are 6 feet over. Okay, last but not least, before I get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony, I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Last but not least, I promised last week, I mentioned with Mr. Bingo, that Roseanne episode where Arnie was played by Tom Arnold, was calling the bingo numbers, and he was booed, and I found the clip. So I have to play this clip.
070. 070. Just kidding, it's actually I-17. That's a little bit of bingo here. Excuse me.
I don't know why, but that makes me laugh every time that he goes, 070. Just kidding, it's I-17. Oh, he made all the old biddies upset. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's everything. This is now a pivotal, as we're in the final 7, pivotal Golden Power Veto ceremony, not just because of the veto, but because we have potentially the Ruby and the Sapphire Power Vetoes that could be played as well. So I think it's time to get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Quack! Oh! Jesus! Oh my God! Every time it gets me. That sound means a twist is about to be unleashed upon the house guests. I have a feeling this is not going to be unexpected. I have a feeling the house guests have been expecting this. But, house guests, I can reveal that all 7 of you have been Willy Wonka once this season, which means next week, week 10, is the long-awaited Survivor Week. So, what does the Survivor Week entail? Well, let's have a bit of a refresher. So, because it was day 1 that I explained this, and it's been literally 2 months to the day that I explained it. So, let's explain it again. So, we will have a head of household competition. The winner gets safety, sort of like an individual immunity necklace, and they will have a nomination ceremony where they make a game-changing decision. But there will not be nominees, because in Survivor, there are no such thing as nominees. You can vote for anybody. We will then have the Golden Power Veto competition. Whoever wins the Golden Power Veto competition is also safe. Cannot be voted against. Similar, again, to an individual immunity necklace. If the head of household happens to win the Golden Power Veto, they do not get to transfer it to the player of their choice. It just means that 5 people are vulnerable. What else? I know I'm missing something. There's obviously... So then we're going to have a vote. The head of household and the Golden Power Veto holder both can vote. All 6 house guests are voting. Whoever receives the most votes against will be evicted. Unless, of course, a hidden immunity idol is played on them. I will not say whether it's been found yet or not, but it has definitely been an extremely challenging idol to find. There's some interesting things that I want to say about it, but I'm going to hold off on that. If the hidden immunity idol is played on the person with the most votes, then obviously the person with the second highest number of votes will then be evicted. In the event of a tie, we will have a revote where the 2 or potentially 3 people involved in the tie will not cast a vote, and if any votes change, then there will be a decision. Now, if we are deadlocked after the revote, we will go, just like in Survivor, to rocks. There is one fundamental difference between the way I do rocks and the way Survivor and every other org does rocks. I have always hated, with a passion, if you know me well enough, you know this, that the 2 people or 3 people or however many people, could be all 6 of you, that's unlikely. Actually, no, it can't, because there's people immune. So it would be a 2 or a 3 person tie, right? Yes. No, I guess it could be a 1-1-1-1 vote, but that's highly unlikely. But anyway, I've always hated that the 2 or 3 people involved in the tie, if it's deadlocked, and we go to rocks, that those 2 people are safe. I've always hated that. I understand why it's done, is to entice people to change their vote so that because you want to make their odds of getting voted out with rocks worse if they don't change their vote. But I don't like that. If you receive 3 votes and Betsy Sue received 3 votes, you should both be drawing rocks. You don't get safety. So everybody except the head of household and the Golden Power Veto holder and Jenna, if her fast forward is still valid, more details on that to come, will be drawing rocks. Now, of course, it's Big Brother Cheesecake. I'm not going to draw rocks. We're going to spin the wheel. And it will be, if it happens, the most epic wheel spin of all time. Not likely to get to that point, but it could happen. As for, we have... Jenna has a fast forward and an amethyst power veto. Brooke has, if she doesn't play them tonight, the sapphire power veto and the emerald power veto. That we know she still has. Javier has the ruby power veto. And Michael has the diamond power veto. And somebody has to steal a vote. You're probably wondering, are all of these powers valid during Survivor Week? And I will answer with Jessica Horta's favorite statement that I've used in all 7 seasons of Big Brother Cheesecake. That will make you all very angry, which is... I don't know. Details on that to come. But what I will say about that is, expect the unexpected. Okay, so I think that's everything. I think we can get back into it. It's time to get to, finally, the Golden Power Veto Ceremony. Just kidding, it's I-17. No, I actually forgot to mention something else. So the Golden Power Veto ceremony, that'll be in about 2 to 3 hours when I'm finally finished talking. No, we have to get to the rules to the next Head of Household competition because what the house guests don't know, or actually I did tell them at the veto competition, house guests, you are voting today. Due to the nature of the next Head of Household competition, as you're about to find out, you need to cast your votes today because when a competition is ongoing, it could affect your eviction vote if during the competition, you see that somebody's doing really well, so you're going to vote to evict them. So that's why we have to have the vote today. So the 3 nominees, once the Golden Power Veto ceremony is done, the final 3 nominees, please plead your case in the group chat with one brief statement as soon as possible because house guests, voting is now open to evict one of the 3 house guests and we'll close at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Regular voting rules apply. So now let's get to the Head of Household competition. Owen is outgoing Head of Household. You are not eligible to compete this week. Free from the threat of eviction, the Head of Household wins the perks of their private HOH bedroom bathroom, a video from home, a fruit basket containing chocolate-covered cookie dough, but not the responsibility of nominating 2 of their fellow house guests for eviction, but they will have the responsibility of making a game-changing decision. This week's Head of Household competition is called, are you ready for it? Big Brother Clockwork. And here's how it works. Big Brother Clockwork is the second of 2 endurance competitions this season, which means, Brooke, your Emerald Power Veto cannot be used to veto an endurance competition, so you cannot use it for this competition. Clockwork, it's a classic competition. It was won by Debbie in Season 1, who did it in 24 hours. Rob in Season 2, 18 hours. Alvin in Season 3, 25 hours. Brazil in Season 4, 17 hours, which is the lowest one. Then Brazil set the record for the highest one in Season 5 when she won Clockwork back-to-back with 30 hours and 30 minutes, which cannot be broken because I've capped the competition at 24 hours. And Steven, I believe, won it in Season 6 with 22 hours. So, here's how Clockwork works. Every hour, on the hour, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, you must, in the group chat, type in the word Clockwork, spelled CLOCKWORK. Must be spelled correctly, must be in all caps. If you type Clockwork in at 8:59 or 9:01, or in later cases, any of 59 and 01, you are eliminated. If you type anything other than Clockwork at the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock moments, you are also eliminated. At various... we are going with the Facebook clock, so double check if you want, test your clock around, but whatever Facebook's clock says is the accurate one. It's accurate to my clock and to Weather Network and all the major networks. Except Fox News, they seem to be on their own time zone. But yeah, so if you obviously don't type in Clockwork or you do it wrong, you are eliminated. The last player left standing will win the Head of Household competition, and we'll get to make a game-changing decision and be safe during Survivor Week. At various intervals, house guests, I will be changing what the word is or the punctuation so that you can't, like Julian in Season 3, get a robot to type it for you. But I tricked Julian. Well, you know what? It's 4 years later. I don't think he cares. 4 seasons later, I don't think he cares. Julian stupidly told JoJo that he invented a robot to defeat Clockwork. And of course, JoJo tattletaled to me. And then I made the rule change. And Julian ended up, while he was asleep, got screwed because I changed the Clockwork. Whoops! Okay. So at various intervals, I could change what the word is. I'll only pop in a minute before and be like, starting now, we're changing from Clockwork to Ding Dong. Or whatever. There was something, I feel like there was something really important I had to say about this. Oh! In the event that we get to 24... Oh, and I forgot something else. I'm forgetting everything today. At various intervals as well, we will be reducing from every hour to every 30 minutes to every 10 minutes. So once again, we will be reducing from every hour to every 30 minutes to every 10 minutes. And possibly if I feel like it to every 5. I don't think we did that in previous seasons. It depends on my mood, but I think we'll stick with 60, 30, and 10. I think that's how I did it in previous seasons. That's how we'll do it this time. Now, in the event that we get to 24 hours, because I was panicking during All-Stars because Brazil and Aton would just not stop and they were at 30 hours. I'm like, shit, I have to do something. And what I did was I said, if we get to 36, we're going to stop and we're going to do a tiebreaker. Aton finally ended up losing. If we get to 24 hours and everybody is still in the competition, then we will go to a special tie-breaking procedure that has never happened in Big Brother Cheesecake before. This is the same one, in case you're curious, alumni, that was supposed to be done in Season 6 and in Season 5, but neither of the players in those seasons reached that point. Okay. I believe that is everything. So now it is finally time to get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Hello, I'm Owen. I'm the head of household, and I've won the Golden Power of Veto. Rayanne, Kennedy, Michael, you're all on the chopping block, and I can use my Golden Power Veto to save you. Michael, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you?
Hey everyone, it's me again, Mike. Remember Mike Tyson? It's been a long time since I've been doing everything. I've been really doing a good job of like laying low and laying under the shadows and everything. But this Willy Wonka guy, he really pissed me off. So I want a 1-2 the Willy Wonka. I want a 1-2. You know, I want 1-2 his ass. You know, so give me a chance. When you use the Golden Power Veto on me, and you and I, we're gonna get Willy Wonka and we're gonna knee him in the balls.
Wow, that sounds kinky. Kennedy, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Wow, what a crazy weekend I've had. This other org that I was in, I went all over the place, went here, went there, and then thing, and then I was accused of this, and it was bad, but all of you were so supportive. I'm so thankful that you were supporting me. I love you all. Oh my God, I love you all. And I really am so excited that I'm going to meet you all one day, and the thing, and I'm moving, and I'm a new boyfriend, and thing, and my life is going to change around, and I have a new job. I'm going to have a new job at Lego. I'm going to go put Lego together. So what kind of Lego do you like? Do you like the yellow or the green? Is there a difference between the colors? And then you put them up, and you put down, you make a slide, you make a Hot Wheels track with Lego. It's crazy. I love Lego. And I made like $17-something an hour. That's the most I've ever made, and it's so much better than like Starbucks. So like, oh my God, but like Starbucks, can we talk about Starbucks? So like, I love their egg whites, but I don't like that they don't have the thing on the display thing, and I miss the Kiwi Star Fruit Pressure, but anyway. But I really hope they use the Golden Power Veto on me, because I really could use it. I've had a really bad weekend, and I really love to stay in the game, and I love you no matter what. I love you all. Okay, bye. Wow, so much enthusiasm. Rayanne, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you?
I am Rayanne, aka Grace from Grace and Frankie, and I am a bitch! Anyway, this game has been so stressful. My daughter Brianna, she will not stop. My ex-husband, Robert, and his lover, Saul, they keep banging it out everywhere they go. They keep bomb blasting each other. It's absolutely ridiculous. I have to make myself a martini, because I cannot take this anymore. So I'm going to make myself a martini right here, because I can't take it. I flat out can't take it. So here comes the martini. Why won't the olives come out? Cheers! That is rank! Oh! Gotta love vermouth. Anyway, I think you should use a Golden Power Veto to save me, because I've been going through some medical things, and quite frankly, I deserve a break. I mean, my life has not been particularly great, okay? Just because I'm rich and famous, and just because I have all the money in the world, doesn't mean that I deserve a break. So I think you should definitely use the Golden Power Veto to save me. And if you don't, damn it! I dropped the pimento! My life is crap! Unbelievable! Oh well, use the Golden Power Veto to save me.
Rayanne, I really applaud your enthusiasm. Thank you for that. House guests, some of you will be disappointed or surprised by this, but I believe that I will be the only person twice now to not use the Golden Power Veto, as I just don't want to have to piss anybody else off. I wish the three of you the best of luck. Brooke, anything you want to say? I guess not. This Golden Power Veto ceremony is adjourned. Rayanne, Kennedy, or Michael, who will be evicted? Watch tomorrow as the final 3 nominees plead their case. And Joanne will make us some s'mores. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house, get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate, and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Moonves. Take care, and remember, 9 out of 10 dentists agree Crunch is great for their business. Good night.